Chat was good. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got part 2 today, man. Oh. Took me a minute to finish everything I had to do before we could boot up stream, but we are back. A lot of things to do. We got to do this confession shit. Oh, let me go ahead and post this for the chooms on YouTube real quick. I'm gonna post this for the chooms on YouTube. Make sure we're going live. Yo, unfortunately, we're not doing the cloud upload today. So sad. Too bad. Had some shit go on behind the scenes, kind of that. But we're dropping 3 videos on the cloud tomorrow. We're dropping a main channel video Friday. And we're going to keep the consistent thing going. But y'all know what we're going to do first. We're doing these school confessions. I'm not finishing them because it's too fucking many. But we're going to get to at least 150 today. All right? Try to get to 150. So we're going to do damn near 100 today. I don't know if I'm actually going to stick to that. But I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to get to 100. I'm going to try to get to 150. We're only going to be doing this for like an hour and like 15 minutes. So if you were 150 and up, I'm sorry. We're not going to get to you today. But I got a special guest coming on Friday. Confirmed yesterday. All right. Special guest coming on Friday. Confirmed yesterday. IRL. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So we might get some done Friday. All right. Letting y'all know that. Oh my God. Okay. Let's get to it. All right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. We're going to get straight to it. All right. Because fuck, I'm tired. Damn. It's been a long day. Yo, chat. Yo, okay. Before we get into confessions, I gotta tell you this real quick. I ain't gonna lie. I think I got a new gym crush. I know I say this like every other week, but like this time I'm actually finna go up to her. I almost went up to her today. She's like a Latina. She's not like she Latina. She thick as fuck. And she got like these cute little glasses, bro. Like she kind of like nerdy, but like she about it. And plus, we was playing eye tag the whole day. I was finna go and talk to her, bro. But like when I finished my workout, I low key was walking around the gym trying to find her, and I seen her go into the bathroom. And at that point, I was done with my workout. I tried to go walk on the escalator for like 5 to 10 minutes to wait, see she could pop out. She never did, though. I waited 10 minutes and she ain't pop out. I was pissed. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck, I don't know what she was doing in there, bro. I don't know. Why didn't you walk in? Ask her to be gym partners first? What type of shot should I shoot? I was thinking I was finna say, I was finna just walk up on her, be like, yo, I love your glasses. I'm low-key. And then she was gonna laugh. She'd be like, thank you. And I'll be like, yo, yeah, I'm low-key kind of going blind. Might gotta steal them off of you. Ha, ha, ha. She could be like, ha, ha, whatever. Then I'm gonna be like, yo, blah, blah, blah. Where are you from? You go here all the time. We gonna get into a regular conversation. And then I'm going to ask for the number on some cool shit. And I'm going to also sneak in. I don't typically talk to girls from the gym. I just don't like doing that shit. I had to make an exception for you, though. She can be like, thank you. And I'll be like, yeah, still don't talk to girls in the gym, though. So we're going to have to talk outside of this shit. Ask for the number. She finna give it to me. We're there. All right. That's what I'm finna do. That is what I'm finna do. All right? For sure. Airball. We know you don't talk to girls, bro. You ain't getting no number like that, twin. So y'all always say, I think that's a good plan, bro. I think y'all genuinely just hating. Just say you're thick as fuck and let me crack. No. See, I tell y'all she's low-key thick as fuck, right? Because, you feel me, she low-key thick as fuck. I'm not going to say that to her at the start. You know, eventually we going to joke around. I'll be like, yeah, you caked up. Then she'll be like, yeah, you caked up too. I'll be like, Then I'll be like, ha. And then, you feel me, she gonna be like, let me touch your shit. I'll be like, ha. And then she gonna touch my shit. And I'll be like, yo, let me touch your shit. She gonna be like, ha. And I'm gonna touch her shit. You feel me? Like, it's gonna be... Y'all putting up question marks. Okay. All right, let's get to this, though. Let's get to the school confessions. School confessions, anonymously, part 2. We only made it to 45 last time. So let's try to get deeper into it this time. Oh, my God. Let's get to it. Was this the one that we did before? No, yeah, we already did this. All right. I got into a week-long relationship in middle school with a girl that both started and ended in a group chat. She literally named it, I Want to Break Up. I laugh so hard at it looking back now, but man, middle school me was devastated. Keep grinding, bro. Appreciate you. That was a cool little one. My teacher once confessed to accidentally killing a cat with a dryer. She said that the cat just crawled into the dryer and she turned it on without realizing the cat was in there. Poor teacher. Yeah, P didn't want to like that one, man. What the fuck? Okay. No, I'm sorry. We're talking about this. How the fuck does a cat accidentally crawl into a dryer and you just not notice that shit? Gang, I think she just confessed to a crime. She ain't accidentally do shit. Pretty sure she was just tired of Mr. Cuzzles or Fudden or whatever you named their cat, my nigga. Okay, someone kept bothering me and wouldn't stop, so I threw a chair at them and knocked them out. LOL. They had to go home afterwards. I'm a more mature, calm person and have my emotions in check now as a 23-year-old man. For sure. I'm not mentally ill or nothing. Gang, you fucking threw a person. Yo, you threw a chair at somebody. And then ended off that sentence with LOL. I don't think you're still mentally sane, gang. Not reading this one. First Google Translate of the day. Okay, let's get to it. Bro's a psychopath? Dead ass. Like, what the fuck? Try to tell me you're a normal person after you just said you threw a chair at somebody.
One time me and my friend altered my friend's name with the N-word on his seat, like engraved with a compass. When he wasn't there and the next day when my teacher came back, we had a sub, she saw it immediately and reported us, but later that day some idiots went into storage and stole a bunch of like uniform items and pagey shit and their situation took priority. Then we had half term and they forgot. Then my teacher moved schools as well. Luck was on my side that day.
Yeah, we're not ignoring that first sentence. What the fuck? How do you engrave your friend's name with the N-word? And why would you do that? How is that funny? What the fuck? And I know you're white too. I know you're not black. Like, I just know. No, bro. What the fuck? I was bunking double map. Okay. What the hell? I was bunking double maths, basically skipping. And I went to the toilet because that was my normal place to skip class. Tell me why I heard gulping and moaning from the other cubicle. Oh, God. I decided to check others, and it was 2 boys, and one was, oh, brother. I recorded it, sent it. This. I feel like I've seen this one before. I feel like this is low-key fake. I think I've seen this one before, but I'll read it. I recorded it and sent it to my friends, and one of the teachers saw it. They got suspended. I heard that before. That exact story. Might not be fake, but I feel like I just heard that before. Oh, my God. Do you ask ChatGPT to write this shit, gang? Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to read some of this, and I'm going to just ChatGPT the rest of it. Hey, what's up, y'all? So this is my first confession that I'm going to give. By the way, I'm not American and don't live there, so keep this in mind. Bro made a whole intro for the confession. Okay. All right, ChatGPT, you take the rest of it. I am not reading this. By the way, join the Discord if you're new in chat. Twitch and YouTube. Join the Discord, my boy. Post on YouTube. I missed the first part. My editor is currently cooking it up. It's going to go on the main channel. So It's going to take a little bit more time because we're trying to put more quality into it. The first part should be out by the start of next week, though, and then this part will be out later that week, okay? Just letting y'all know. It's not going on the cloud. Let's get to it.
So I live in Jamaica, and this took place around 2 years ago. I went to a very prestigious and well-known prep, basically middle school not name-calling OBV. Anyways, we had gotten a new male teacher, and let's just call him Mr. M. Mr. M was my young, like 20 SMTH, math teacher, and I was ASSSS at math lol like I was 12 and didn't know how to divide. Mr. MOBV saw my math grades and started to pay special attention to me. And just a little add-on, he was also a debate coach, and I was, and still is so glaze, pretty good at debate, so we were spending extra time together along with my whole female friend group because he recruited us all for debate. First red flag is that he only paid special attention to the girls and had a very specific type.
Oh, he was one of those.
Let's just say me and my friends he was giving all his attention could pass for sisters. Anyways, over time he genuinely started touching us up.
What the
like
hell?
One time he slapped my friend on the ass with a piece of paper BC. She was taking too long to walk up the stairs, loudly crying. Another time he brought me into an empty room to help me with math, and he was tryna YK what? Like he was feeling up on my waist and everything.
Bro, what the fuck? Yo, arrest this nigga. That's not even the end of the story. Yo, what type of teacher? Yo, what the hell?
The whole thing came at a head when we had a netball match, and me and my friend group, which included a girl who at the time was like 10 to 11, we were all wearing super short dresses.
Oh, God.
He brought me and the 10 to 11 girl in the empty room, and I forgot the excuse he used, but I think he wanted to talk. Anyways, he started flirting with us, saying we were both too pretty to be so young, etc.
Bro, what the hell? Call Gideon!
We were both young ASL and he was late 20s. Anyways, he started touching up on our legs and eventually tried to kiss the 10-year-old girl. She ran out the door, and I forgot what happened after this, but IRMBR he tried to kiss me too. Later on, the 10-year-old girl snitched and he got fired.
Yo, call Gideon immediately, my nigga. I'm so glad he got fired, though, but what the hell? Schools need to do a better job about vetting these teachers, bro. That shit nasty as hell. I'm sorry that shit happened to you, bro. Damn. Okay, let's get to this next one, bro. That's weird as fuck. But, like, no chat. It's crazy because you gotta watch some of these like younger male teachers, bro, because hey man, I've heard some crazy shit, bro.
So I dated my ex for 9 months, and how it started is when I spilled my chocolate milkshake on my tennis skirt after her match. So I licked more than I spilled, we both enjoyed it, and we started dating.
Wait, what?
In the middle of the relationship, I found out that she slept with her best friend. I asked her and she didn't try to deny it and wanted an open relationship. We took a break, and during that break, I was speak to a girl she doesn't like, and the girl and I had things in common. Meanwhile, she went on a trip with her best friend and her best friend's boyfriend. Every night of the trip, she was in threesome with her best friend and her boyfriend.
Oh, wow.
After outbreak, we got back together for the last 3 months, and I found out about the threesome trips, and I called her a slut in front of her sister. I went for the girl she didn't like.
Interesting. You're a girl, so that was a lesbian relationship. Okay. Now that's tracking. That licking part tracks now. I just see your name, Emma. That's kind of fucked up. I mean, shit. Okay, this is a weird question, but do bi girls, like, I know bi girls, for bi girls it's easier to do threesomes because you like the girl and the guy, but it's interesting. I wouldn't imagine a girl in a relationship would want to do a threesome. You know, have her man share another girl. Interesting. Yo, shout out to Joy Boy for the 5-stream streak, brother. Shouts out to you, my dog. Okay, we getting a lot of paragraphs recently. Yeah, I don't think we're not gonna get to 150. I'm gonna be honest. We'll probably get to 100, but 150.
This isn't really a confession on my part, more on the administration's part. I went to this private school and there was a pool. The teachers would have all the boys change in one room, all the girls in the other room. The only thing that separated the rooms was a door frame with no door in it, so everybody could see everybody.
Oh, what the fuck?
Also, the teachers were in there with the naked students. There was also swim lessons for preschoolers. They would make the preschoolers change outside in plain view of the street. Literally all someone had to do was stand at the entrance of the school, and they could see everything.
Gang, what?
The teachers also allowed us to piss on the floor. I really wish this story was fake. This all happened when I was in kindergarten through 2nd grade.
Yeah, I know that. Yo, I know that school shut down, bro. That school can't be still operating. What the hell? Bro, you went to one of the poorest schools and one of the most corrupt ran schools possible, my nigga. Pissing on the floor? Preschoolers in direct view of the street? Nigga, did you go to Epstein Academy, my nigga? The fuck? I stole that joke from Samurai, by the way. I'm gonna keep it a beam. I'm gonna start giving credit when I steal jokes. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, gave someone. Yo, I appreciate all the submissions, but god damn, these is long. Okay, well, let me read the first sentence. I completely ignored my former crush at school for over 2 months without ever explaining why. I'm sorry, my dog. I'm sorry, my dog. We gonna have to skip this one. This shit can't ever get leaked, so fake. Name is Quandale. This is actually... Let's do this one. We know you stole it. Cloud, this ain't fun. Cloud, you ain't funny. Shut the fuck up.
So when I was in 2nd grade, me and my friend, I'll just call him Timmy, had the mayor come read a book to our class. Anyway, me and Timmy were not FWTS and the mayor was fat. So he said something along the lines of STFU fat ass to me in my ear, and we both thought this shit was the funniest thing ever and we were laughing, so we got separated. We were on other sides of the room and Timmy decides to flash his bare ass at me when the teacher wasn't looking. Okay. Timmy was in the mayor.
Okay. Yeah, let's get that one too. So this story happened during my freshman year of high school, but one day after school, after doing ISS for getting caught gooning in the bathroom by security, I head out of the room and started heading to the vending machine to grab a few snacks to take back to the goon cave, my room. As I collect my snacks and start putting them in my backpack, I feel a weird presence behind me. And when I turn around, a 5'9" fat Jamaican super senior named Marcus starts smiling at me. Says where's his hug at and grabs my phone. As I try to process what the fuck is happening, he starts to run away with my phone and says, try to get your phone back. So instead of falling for his L game, I yelled, there's... there's yellow pillows in the next classroom. After saying this, he immediately loses interest in me, gives me my phone back, and goes to the next room. I called a girl that I liked mommy okay, bro. When I was in 7th grade, I was playing basketball with one of my friends, and then these girls who have crushes on me, and my friend walked up to us and wanted to run a 2v2. We said sure, and we were putting the BTA to them, and after they told us it came over to ask us out, but they said y'all are dicks, so me and my boy fumbled. Yo, brother. Pay attention in English class, gang. This shit was hard as fuck to read, bro. Oh my god. Also, L game. You know, yo, the number one rule when you play against girls who don't actually play basketball, you use this opportunity to, flirt, have fun, and you let them win a little bit, bro. You let them score. Nobody cares about the outcome of the game. You just playing to have fun, bro. You trying to take a couple post-ups. You trying to cross them up. You know, you want to teach them how to shoot. That's what you're doing. That's why you're here there. Come on, bro. This shit, you know, you feel me? You're supposed to want to win. Unless you're playing against some real hoopers. If you're playing some real hoopers, you got to beat their ass just to show your dominance as a man. God damn. Everyone.
When I was in 4th grade, one was in an after-school program. One of my friends did the thing where you stomp on the ketchup, and it got all over my jacket. I asked the teacher if I could go inside the classroom to clean it off in the sink. This girl wanted to get something from inside the classroom, so the teacher told us to go together. So I'm cleaning my jacket, and I turn around. This bitch is standing there with her pants and underwear down to the floor.
Bro, what the hell?
She starts twerking around the classroom and doing all the freaky weird shit. The classroom was empty.
Alright, bro, what the fuck? Alright, gang. I once went to the boys' bathroom to use the damn bathroom, and I saw this dude cracking. Okay. Seen this shit before. Okay. In short, there was... okay. I just read that first sentence. I don't even want to read this one. Oh my God, why are y'all so young? 13-year-old got gangbanged? What the fuck? Yo, I don't even want to read this shit, gang. And then, you was too descriptive with the story, too. Oh my God, bro. Shouts out to you, bro. But at the same time, my nigga, can we, hey, man, when y'all post the freaky or the freaked out shit, please use abbreviation words. You don't got to be super specific and vulgar. I promise you, bro. We get the point. Especially with people that young. Oh my God. Oh shit. This happened last year, but during class, after my friend who I sit next to went to the bathroom, I made his wallpaper Starfire Rule 34 and looked it up on Chromebook. And while he was still gone, the teacher passed by our table to see if anyone needed help, and he saw the Starfire tab. So the teacher got heated and accidentally closed all of his tabs, so he saw the wallpaper. And after bro came back, the teacher kicked him out of class and gave him ISS for a week. No, we're not friends no more because he tried to hit on my twin sister. Gang, I would try to hit on your twin sister too after you do that shit to me. What the hell? Friends like you, who needs enemies, man, gang? Like, what the hell? Once I farted in the middle of a silent class, and it was a big bomb. So obviously I blamed it on a guy besides me. And for the rest of the year, he was known as Mr. Sharting's. You're evil, gang. You're evil. My crush apparently got caught cracking at school. People tried saying they only kissed, and this wasn't her first time, as apparently during class. When the teacher stepped out, she told the dude behind to think. Okay, bro. Alright, bro. Yo, what the fuck? What? Yo, this is... Yo. What are y'all doing? Okay, disclaimer. These aren't about me. They are about scandals. I got nothing on me. Okay, I'm gonna actually put this in translate. All these stories is super freaked out, gang. Not even interesting shit. It's just, oh, I heard that. Oh, she got cracked by this. She got cracked by that. She got gangbanged. What the fuck?
When I was in 4th grade, one was in an after-school program. One of my friends did the thing where you stomp on the ketchup, and it got all over my jacket.
Wrong one.
I asked the teacher if I...
Yeah, we don't want to hear that one again. Appreciate you. Who's donating the bits? Yo, to whoever's donating the bits, I can't see right now. Appreciate you, my dog. Come on. Oh my God, why is it not? It's doing that thing again. It's doing that thing again where it's not copying. Come on, bruh. There we go. Shout out to Gamer Boy.
One of my teachers was drunk and emailed a student weird messages, stuff like, you're such a great student, in a weird way and etc.
Yo, what the hell?
He was gone for a few days due to family problem, but he is still at the school. 2. There was a party. I didn't go to it for multiple reasons. These 2 seniors were blackout drunk and one of them tried you know what. And basically assaulted her and she had bruises and there was a whole investigation, but he didn't go to juvie and still goes to the school.
What?
All alleged. Mind you, he cheated on his girl with her before this. 3. Basically a guy who graduated a few years ago asked the school bop for pics and he would give her $20. This guy
Bro,
is rich
what the hell?
Too. But she did that shit. 4. The school I go to is a very inclusive one and there is room for all religions to pray and whatnot, which I do because I'm Muslim. So
Okay.
a while back before I went to the school, that room was in the basement so people would go and do the deed and I heard it smelled. So now it's been moved next to some of the faculty's offices.
Bro.
Mind you, this school is a small private school, maybe not even 200 ppl.
I'm telling you, them small
Love
private
your vids,
schools.
by the way.
Appreciate you, my dog. Them small private schools be the weird ones, gang. I went to a small private school too. I got countless stories, gang. Those be the weirdest places. Cracking in a religious room is insane, by the way, though. I'm gonna be honest. Like, imagine somebody cracking in church. Like, it's just crazy. Our whole grade got kicked out of the school because some girl told people we are not going to class, and 70% listened. The principal got mad as shit and told us all to go home. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Let's try this one out.
My school confession is that I used to like a guy named Bradley, but I had just moved schools. So I didn't know anyone, but he and I were always sitting next to each other in Spanish class. So we talked once in a while, not more than 3 sentences, bro. After that I started liking him, good dose T, even know why, neither do I. Then the next year came and by this point dude already knew I liked him or whatever. But my dumb ass decided to buy him a cupcake just to get the nickname of Cupcake Girl and be the joke of his friend group for months. Mid-U that happened in September at the beginning of 8th grade and it ended on half of January.
I'm gonna give it a bang. I just got a crazy text. I did not pay attention to any of that. Sorry that happened to you. Hope it did happen to you, or if it either sorry that happened to you, or I'm glad whatever happened. I don't know, gang. Some crazy shit just happened. I'm sorry. I had to lock in. Whenever I see the name Willow, I think of somebody else, bro. I need to clear my mind or cleanse my mind.
This happened in 7th grade, but there was this annoying ass girl who would always be on my case for everything I did, and we always argued about everything and anything, and the whole school shipped us. Because we had a lot of sexual tension. Yes, deep down we both liked each other. So after this girl said, "That's why your dog died," in front after I made fun of her dusty ass shoes, I decided to get my revenge by making her a sandwich with my nut in it.
Alright, bro, what the hell? Hell nah, gang. What are we talking about? Yo, what? Brother, huh? Nah, man. Yo. No, I hope this is fake. I hope this one's fake. I get she this your dad, dog, bro. I know that shit hurt deep down inside, my nigga. But making her eat a nut-based sandwich is crazy, gang. I'm sorry. Yo. Nigga dead ass just admitted to a sexual crime. Oh my god. A student got his meat leaked to the whole entire school. Okay, we gotta read this one. This shit. Nah, we gotta do this one. This shit. Hold on.
This story takes place in the beginning of the 2nd semester of my 8th grade school year. There's this kid from a foreign country who moved to our school the previous school year. We'll call him R. Now I'm not exactly sure how he did this, but he got a girl's number who is dating a well-known guy. We'll call the guy N and his girl J. So R is like texting J, and I don't know how it comes down to this, but he sends J a picture of his meat. J then told N about how R was texting her and that he sent her that picture. N then starts texting R about it and tells him to meet him at a park. They go to the park and N pushes R into the ground and he takes his slipper and starts spanking him with it, tears of joy.
What?
The goofiest part is that we think R liked it because he was smiling. The reason we know this is because N recorded himself doing this to R and posting it on his TikTok.
Hell nah, gang.
He also flashed the picture of his meat in a different video, and that's how his meat got leaked to the school. He also said a bunch of other weird stuff, and I'm pretty sure he has a foot fetish. But I'm not even going to get into that. Love the vids, bro. Keep it up.
Bro, what the fuck is y'all going through, my nigga? Y'all some Diddy disciples, gang. What the hell? Why would you put that? Yo, why did he put that shit on TikTok, though? He was just trying to get embarrassed. Oh, my God. Yo, some of y'all have some... Yo, some people out here got humiliation kinks, though. That's just what it is, bro. That's probably what happened. It is what it is. Let me read this one. I was scared to approach this girl, so what I did is find her IG and followed her, but she ain't following me back. Okay, first off, grammar is terrible in this one, so if I, make some mistakes, just give me grace. Kept on following her for a whole week, but got no follow back. It be like that, brother. I understand. A few months later, I would get an interaction with her, and we would start talking until I just didn't run into her anymore, and we stopped talking. Not until the following year, where I would dap her up because she was talking to my homie and didn't want to be rude and not greet her. She said hi while smiling, and I lost my sense of speaking. I only nodded. How badly did I sell? Hey, gang, once you got to the process of you trying to follow her and unfollow her to get her to follow you back, you already lost. I'm going to be honest. You only supposed to pull that play once or twice. After that, hey, let that shit go, my dog. I'm going to keep it a bang. This happened during Zoom class 2020, but on my soul, during English class, my homie who was a player but currently going through a pussy drought accidentally turned on his camera, and we all saw him cracking this fat ass bitch. And everyone started to yell like monkeys because he was cracking a fat bitch. To this day, everyone and their mother will never let my homie live that down. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why were you doing that on Zoom, gang? You could have waited until after class. Or at least turn the camera away from you. Nah, bruh. Interesting story. One of my friends told me he used to goon all the time while he was on Zoom classes. I was like, yo, what the fuck? That shit weird to me. I don't know how you could be in the presence of all your classmates and just get horny. But apparently he liked a girl in our class, so he would just look at her screen and just go crazy. Yeah, we wasn't cool after that. I ain't gonna lie. That was one of the... Yeah. Kind of cut him off after that. That shit was weird as fuck to me. I approached this girl after school and asked for her Instagram, and she told me she would give it to me another time, as her parents could show up any minute. Okay. A few days later, she was walking in front of me after school. I tapped her shoulders. She said hi and started speed walking away. She basically ran away. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh no, gang. Hey, they say the worst thing you could say is no, man. That is not true. That is not true. Yo, I'd rather you just say ill, bro. Dead ass. I'd rather. Okay. I ain't reading all of this, gang. I think I got a good rotation of which ones I want to read and which ones I don't. I'm going to be honest.
In high school, there was a teacher that got exposed for doing the devil tango with two seniors.
What the fuck? No, hold on, bro. I'm reading this shit, gang. What the hell? Okay. This happens around the beginning of the second semester. The teacher was a female cheer coach, while the seniors were males who played soccer. They was living out one of their fantasies. Okay. She's apparently been known for being extra close to the male students, specifically the two soccer seniors when they weren't seniors. So when it was found out, no one was really surprised, including for the other teachers. Even the teachers weren't surprised. What the hell? But the way she got exposed, crazy. To say the least, a certain video got leaked, and we, yes, you included, could recognize the teacher by her tattoos and in general her figure as well as her face being in the video. And of course the seniors in question were in the video. They was running a train on her, brother. Yeah, she's a pedophile, gang. Yo, call Jitty on, my nigga. Hey. Oh yeah, side note, the teacher was married, but the video got leaked outside of school hours, but didn't get leaked out to everyone until the school started the day after. So yeah, pretty interesting experience. Jason Osorio. Would not have put your name right there. But, I mean, hey. Huh. Well, now you didn't do the shit. So, yeah, ain't made a confession. That's crazy as fuck, gang. I'm gonna be honest. Soccer players of all people, too. Hey, man. Can't be basketball or football players. Shout out to my soccer niggas, but hey, I didn't know y'all was moving like that. Shit. I went to a small K through 8 school, so for my technology class, I had the same teacher the whole time. Everyone hated him because he was weird, but he seemed to really not like me, and people of different skin color. Oh, brother. So for the first day of school, my 8th grade year, I had him for my last class in the day. I was not really caring at this point in the day, so I was not really paying attention. Oh my God, please. Yo, pay attention to English class. Oh my God, this shit is ornery, bro. Anyways, 5 minutes into the class, he's pretty much leaning entirely over my desk. That's when I burp. It wasn't super loud or obnoxious, but he thought it was. He sent me out into the hallways to wait 5 minutes until he walked out of the classroom to tell me to go to the office. This man proceeded to write an essay in the email about how I was disrupting his class, and I quote, showing every one of my bleaching capabilities. He probably just got mad that you was burping in his face, bruh, but still, L teacher. Hey, man, you can't control when you burp. I was in ninth grade and had a massive crush on this girl who was in 10th grade. I was so scared to approach her for months, but I got the courage after I got a fresh cut. When I asked for her number, she told me she don't have a phone. Damn. A week later, a girl in my class who was friends with her tried to talk for me without my permission, by the way. Tried to talk for me. Oh, okay. My crush would end up telling her that I should leave her alone. She would report for harassment if I tried talking to her, and that I must focus on the school and leave her alone. Felt like I got stabbed in my heart and I was upset for weeks. Nigga, she was gonna file for harassment, gang? Yo, it's never that deep, bro. Hey, man. Even if you was just butt ugly, that's still too far, bro. Canon event, though. I'm going to keep it a bean, brother. You going to be straight. My math teacher that used to give me tutoring in... My math teacher that used to give me tutoring in class turned out to be a pedo. There were moments where I should have picked it up, like him getting very close with male students, but excused it because he was genuinely a really good teacher that seemed very passionate about what he did. Cut to him a few years later. He then became the vice president of a different high school, where it gets revealed that he was sending news to a student and trying to have a relationship with another. Genuinely such a bummer, because he was one of my favorite math teachers. Hope bro doesn't get out of jail. Hey, he was one of my favorites though. Hey, still fuck that nigga. Rot in jail, man. Rot in jail, gang. I mess with it. Bro, this shirt makes me look fat, bro. Like, genuinely fat. This is my body. This is how my body actually looks. Very, very slim. This is how my body looks with the shirt. Very chunky. I just peeped that shit. Y'all probably think I'm fat as fuck. But in all reality, I ain't gonna lie. Shit. Ain't too crazy. But, it's calm. It's kind of calm. It's calm. Gunnar arm. Niggas can't have Niggas can't have you, feel me? 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 Niggas can't, you feel me? You feel me? I ain't trying to be like Yo-Yo who just feels the need to like flex 50 times the strain. But nigga, I can't be a baddie too. I can't be a baddie. I can't be a baddie, bro. My elbow's a little bit ashy. Oh well. All right. Probably was beating it to his gym crush. Do y'all just think I'll be beating it before I go to before I get on stream, my nigga? Like I can't imagine beating my meat before I record on stream. That would be like that would dead ass be like the most like low energy stream of all time. Y'all know I'm not. Y'all know I'm already not like the craziest high energy individual. Imagine me gooning my energy out and just trying to go live and straight. That shit would be treacherous, gang. That would be treacherous. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let's get to this next one. Yes, you do that? Yeah, right, Gooner? Cloud is the freakiest man ever. Okay, like no troll shit. No Twitch troll shit though. I'm not even that freaky for real, bro. I guarantee some of my friends that y'all watch, you feel me, stream all the time, they way freakier than me. I'm gonna keep it a bang. I'm really tame compared to a lot of people, bro. I don't think y'all really realize that. Okay, anyways, in middle school, it was a whole cover-up by the staff, but my principal got fired because one of the times she started giving out test answers to kids, and she asked the guidance counselor to crack. The principal's lesbian, okay. And she got reported to the department, but other kids were told she retired. Pretty sure another staff member might be a fruitcake. In an elementary school, my 5th grade teacher got arrested for touching kids under 15. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. You humped a pillow. Your old thumbnails say otherwise. Emphasis on old. I used to be a gooner. I'm not as much of a gooner now. All right? Your pillow got harassed by you. Shut up. Top 10 lies. Y'all niggas hating, bro. Hey, when Kelsey come on stream this... I basically revealed it anyways. When Kelsey comes on stream Friday, bro, y'all gonna see how much improvement I made, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not on no gooner shit, gang. I ain't gonna lie. All right, let's get to it though. Fuck, I wasn't supposed to leak that shit. I was supposed to tease it, and then it would be like kind of a surprise, but y'all was gonna build anticipation for it. Now I low-key kind of just said the shit. Damn. One time in fourth grade, we were at an assembly, and I was with my friends, and we were talking, and I think about Fortnite, and okay, bro, I can't read that shit. I'm sorry, I tried. One time in the 2nd grade, my class was doing that pizza book reading shit. If you know, you know. I know exactly what you're talking about, Genki. Those little skinny slices of pizza and that little plastic cup of Coca-Cola and shit. That's all the teachers could do because they was actually paying it out of this shit out the pocket. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie. Shouts out to the teachers and shit, but hey. Anyways, then out of nowhere, the special kid in my class started yelling this. Okay. Then out of nowhere, the special kid in my class started yelling. This pissed my teacher off so much that she grabbed him by his arm, swung him, and spanked him. She was low-key crazy, but the pizza was fire, though. I respect it. Please add periods and commas. Please. It's hard to read this shit. Spanking a kid in class is crazy. But, yo, back in the day, my mom was telling me. She used to live in Mississippi, though, so this probably... Back in the day, that was normal. Like, teachers were fully allowed to spank kids. I don't know why that was allowed, but it was. So, hey, man. My friend was the first person in my high school history to get 99 demerits in a marking period. Damn, the fuck was he doing? Peeing on the floor? Did he curse out every single teacher? His most memorable were... I'm sorry, no, hold on. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck am I finna read, bro? His most memorable were was when he punched a special ed kid in the face and cussed out a teacher for telling him to put his phone away. He got expelled the day before Christmas break for whatever reason. Yo, what? Nigga punching a special ed kid, bro? What the hell? I ain't gonna lie. Okay, yeah, I need a break from reading. We got a little essay, chat. Let's grade it. I ain't gonna lie. Let's grade this little essay, man. God damn, this shit was so long. Google Translate was like, nah, gang, you gonna have to shorten that shit.
When I was in middle school, I did band, and in my band there were mostly girls. This being the case, I naturally became friends with most of them. Now in 7th grade we got a new kid. And since he lived there in my neighborhood, we became good friends, and for better contexts everybody called him Lil Bill. And Bill was somebody who had basically nothing to be scared of. Me knowing that I would never tell him to do crazy stuff because I knew he would actually do it. One day Bill comes up to me and asked, "Yo, can you put me on?" And being the kind friend that I am, I said, "Okay, was there anyone in particular you were thinking about?" Then when he told me who the girl was, I knew that if I gave him her Insta he would do some shit. But I did it anyway. A couple days later my band was going to contest, and on the bus Bill tells me that he texted her. He never told me what he said, but he didn't have to. Because as we were getting off the bus, he texted says to her friends, "Why the hell did Lil Bill just text me talking about some I love you?" So loud that every on and off the bus could hear her. After that everyone just clowned on Bill for the rest of day.
And if I'm being honest, I knew this was gonna happen to him. I told her I gave him her Insta since we were cool, and she told what she was getting reject. Grammar. Proofread these before y'all send them in. God damn, I can barely even read this shit. Told them what she was gonna reject him if he texted her, but I never told him for some reason. I never. Okay, brother. Yeah, we're just done with this. Look, we're done with this. We're done with that. That's tough though. I ain't gonna lie. Getting exposed like that is, whew, jeepers creepers, man. That is. Whew. Back in 5th grade, I was so down bad for this one little white girl. I'm black, by the way. I asked her out and she said yes. When we got together, I was doing everything for this girl. And then she asked me to take her on a date. I said, all right, bet. But you see, I had no money. So I stole from the school's trips. Whoa. You said you stole money from the school's trip fund. Okay, I took her to the Shake Shack. Later, when I got home, I didn't have a phone, so I texted her on Roblox how I got the money. Safe to say she snitched on my black ass, and I was on punishment one day for every dollar I stole. I wasn't let back outside until I was in 7th grade. Gang, you stupid as shit. You stupid as shit. You stole money from your school fund? How much money did you steal, though? To take out a 5th grader, gang? You trying to take girls out in 5th grade, bro? You can watch some cartoons or some shit, gang. The fuck? One time we were outside in tech class, and I ain't reading this shit. I'm sorry. Some of these shits is, oof. Hey, man. He said, Dr. Umar life lessons. One of my good friends named Peter decided it was a good idea to start a business at school, which I was totally fine with until he said he wanted to start selling honey packets and condoms to all the kids who wanted to get freaky. What the hell? Yo. Hey, man. For sure a business idea. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. At first I thought it was weird, but I let him do it, and then all of a sudden, 3 months later into the school year, caught, he got suspended for 1 week. Then he came back, and then he started selling more honey packs until everyone knew him as the honey pack plug. At the end of the school year, he was invited to a school party not put on by the school, and he was known as the plug, and he would just hand out. He just would stand outside of each bedroom handing out honey packets to people before they walk in. Oh my God, bro. Hey, I will say, honey packs, crazy. Especially if you're a kid. If you're a kid, you should already have enough energy. You don't need the honey packs. I'm just letting y'all know that, by the way. Condoms, you low-key doing the Lord's work. I mean, if they're gonna use them, you know, you might as well supply them in a safe manner, you know, so they, you know, not gonna lie, smart business idea. He fucked up with the honey packs, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bean. That's where he really screwed up. Nigga said the sex plug. Back when I was in kindergarten, we used to do indoor recess every once in a while. But before we did recess, we had to select the activity that we were going to do. All the girls when I was in... No, I'm sorry. I'm not letting you get this off. You said all the hot girls when I was in kindergarten? Brother, what are we talking about, gang? Let's please use different describing words, man. All of the girls in kindergarten would choose this kitchen playset area, and I decided to choose it too. One day, I somehow managed to go get two of those girls to show. Okay, yeah, we're done. Yeah, we're not reading that. We're not reading the rest of that one. Don't let that be. That brother weird. Nigga talking about hot girls first, even though they're kindergarten. Then he's over here talking about, yeah, I got them to show. I'm like, nah, man. Nothing to show us my stuff. Nah, bro. He weird, man. Check that nigga's hard drives, bro. So this might be a long story, but here I go. And it's my friend's confession, but yeah. So it was 6th grade and I was in Spanish. My teacher had a fat behind, and so one time she was helping a student and she bent over and my friend was next to her. He sniffed it. Here's the worst part. He said he said it smelled like straight ass. Well, gang, it is a butt. You thought it was gonna smell like peaches and fucking rainbows? All right, man. Surprisingly, yo, that wasn't a long confession at all compared to everybody else. Oh my God. Speaking of the devil. I caught people having coitus in the band practice room. What's coitus? God damn. Hey man, I need a break from reading, bro. Sex? Okay. Oh God. I don't even want to play this one, bro. Let me read this. Okay, I caught people having coitus in the band practice room. So basically, it was my first year in high school, freshman. Me and some friends, like 3 other fellas, were walking around the band halls since it was a free time. Some people were messing around like us while others were practicing their instruments. So we hear sounds in the furthest practice room, and we were wondering, the fuck is that instrument? The fuck is that instrument? That's crazy. So we decided to go, and we see cheeks, like full cheeks, and we thought it was someone messing with us or just mooning us, right? But then we realized there's 4 legs, and our face dropped, and we went back and waited for who walked out, whether that be when class ends or when they just decided to leave. We then realized it was a senior we all knew, a senior football player and tuba player. How are you a football player and a tuba player? Interesting. We hid so they didn't realize we saw them leave out the room. Basically, wait around the corner, and when we hear them, we waited a little, then walked out acting like we were going to the restroom, but then we realized it was our senior goat and a freshman female. Oh, God. We had to try our hardest not to break character, but later on, that senior told us about it. Then tell him, yeah, we kind of knew already. And he started doing like, hey, y'all want some tips? I can hook y'all up. And I was like, yeah, but the other fellas weren't down for this. That's not a story. Nah, I'm sorry. A super senior trying to give other freshmen tips is crazy. I'm going to keep it a bean, bro. What? After you just gave another freshman a tip. Okay, bro. I'm sorry. That shit's crazy. What the fuck? Yo. Niggas talking about, oh yeah, that's my goat too. Like a glaze of doom and despair. Okay, I'm gonna sit down for some of these, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting tired. We gonna sit down for the rest of these, bro. I'm getting tired. This shit, crazy. Okay. In 8th grade, me and my friends were writing notes to each other in science. These notes were pretty harmless except the fact that we were calling each other furry femboys to insult each other. But my dumbass friend named Nicholas threw it and the teacher got it and took it. Then she took it back to her desk and started reading it. We also indicated who wrote what, so we were mega cooked. She got up and told the whole class that she was distraught by when she saw it and was going to get us suspended and whatever, right? So we were all terrified because Nicholas Nicholas, his dumbass, gets suspended every month. But the next day I walked. Oh, besides Nicholas. Damn, L reader. Let me read it one more time. So we were all terrified besides Nicholas because his dumbass gets suspended every single month. But the next day I walked into science and she talked to us and was like, yeah, you guys are fine because it was low-key funny. Cool teacher. The teen tickler? What are you talking about? I'm adding 3 short ones. First one, decided to go to the bathroom during class, and I walked in on a homosexual couple making out in the bathroom. Both guys like me. I needed to take a piss, so I just went into the farthest urinal from them. And I kid you not, they were giving me a dead stare to hurry up so they can keep on going. Never using that bathroom again. But they was just out just in the bathroom kissing. Why didn't they just go into a stall or something, gang? Hey, get some privacy, man. If y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do, it's cool. But just fuck. A threesome in the other bathroom in my high school. There's 4 in total. We are a small school. And I knew the guy. It was 2 girls and 1 guy. Might have been the most disgusting thing I have seen in the bathroom ever. 3, guy tried Alt plus deleting himself. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing. Via hanging in the bathroom. He instantly was stopped and it was a joke for like 3 weeks because it happened during lunch at the most popular bathroom. Okay. Denzel. Nah. Damn, Denzel. Okay, hold on. That is crazy. Cloud, you're a terrible person. I'm not laughing, gang. I'm not laughing. Give me a second. Low-key, Denzel just tried to cook me. But look, I'm going to be cool about it, though. Because he low-key just helped me out. A gentle melancholy. Okay, I hate reading these shits. Because y'all, it's so hard to read this shit. But I think I just found an AI voice reader. Give me a second. How the fuck do I do this shit? Bro's granny just got hit by a bazooka. Okay. Hey, do y'all hate it when I read these, bro? My L reader, like, no dead ass. Like, do y'all hate it when I read it? I feel like me reading it is like faster, low key. Nah. No. Okay. I'm low key tired. So this guy who named Denzel, who we're gonna time you out because you dissed the fuck out of me by saying, oh yeah, I hate your stuttering. Like, this shit ain't hard to do when y'all fucking type like fucking first graders. God damn. But we're gonna use this guy so he can decipher and read this better. Oh my God.
At my school, there was a rumor that our principal had an affair with the mayor and that she was pregnant. It was crazy as the mayor was married and had a wife and kids, and the principal had a husband. Not only that, it turns out our principal also was a lesbian and was caught having relations with a young teacher. They both ended up being fired.
We already heard that.
In our district, not only that, it turns out our principal...
Okay. Interesting. Okay, it works. Okay. Let me use somebody different. Evelyn Loki sounds, Evelyn Loki sounds cool. Let's see how Evelyn reads this shit.
I still remember my 5th grade English teacher, even though her class was tough and her style was strict. She was slim, serious, and sometimes seemed a little intimidating, but she pushed us to do better than we thought we could. Even when her English lessons felt hard and her tone was sharp, I grew to like and respect her because she cared about our learning. She made me realize that discipline and high expectations can come from a good place, and because of her, I became more confident in reading and writing. Looking back, I'm grateful for the impact she had on me, even if it didn't feel easy at the time.
Do we like this one, or this one kind of I'm going to start recording again. Or do we want to do a different voice? What about Derek? Let me hear Derek.
I still remember my 5th grade English teacher, even though her class was tough and her style was strict.
Lewis. Oh, Andrew. Let's do Andrew.
The government announced.
Watch him say yo and bro and shit.
I still remember my 5th grade English teacher, even though her class was tough and her style was strict. She was slim, serious, and sometimes seemed a little intimidating.
I like Derek low-key. Derek is cool. Hold on. Derek is low-key cool. No, not Derek. Andrew. Andrew is low-key kind of cool. I think this one. We can go with this one. Cause I'm tired of reading, bro. I'm sorry. I'm burnt. I'm burnt out. Let's go with Andrew, bro. Let's go with Andrew. That sounds seductive? Good. No.
I still remember my 5th grade English teacher, even though her class was tough and her style was strict. She was slim, serious, and sometimes seemed a little intimidating, but she pushed us to do better than we thought we could. Even when her English lessons felt hard and her tone was sharp.
Sounds decent. Is that not cool? Is that not compy? It's either Andrew or we're going to Evelyn or Ava. Ava low-key sounds sexy.
Today, the government announced new economic...
Never mind.
He couldn't help but smile as he watched the sun rise over the horizon.
See, Evelyn just sounds like it's comforting.
Dear team, I hope this
Yeah, Lola, you're never going to hear. We don't want to hear you speak no more. What about Emma?
Dear team, I hope this email...
Sounds too robotic.
He couldn't help but smile as he watched this...
Dear team, I hope this email finds you well. I wanted to remind...
Davis, I need you're a little bit too black. I need more of like a... I don't need a white nor black, but I need like a combination. Like I need a light skin saying this shit. I need... Like, it needs to be kind of like in between, bro. Like, one race is not... I'm not even trying to be racist, but you got to know what I'm talking about, bro. Like, let me actually...
I can't believe we actually did it. The project is finally complete, and it turned out better than I could have imagined.
Matter of fact, fuck it.
Today,
We're going Davis.
The government announced...
We're all black men in this chat, right? Yo, chat, we all black men in this joint, right? Let's use Davis, man. Let's go. Okay. Update. We're using Natural Reader AI to read this shit because I'm tired of reading y'all fucking dyslexic ass fucking bullshit ass paragraphs. I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry. One time I was in the lunchroom. I say that and then I started reading this shit. Okay. Let's get this.
In 7th grade, I had this teacher. Let's call her Miss Frizzle. She was like 35, but me being 13 and my hormones being all out of whack, I thought she was the fine SHYT. She had a soft spot for me, and I decided to take full advantage of that. One
the AI trying to say fine shit is crazy.
Besides her, I snuck in. I pretended to ask her about a subject we had studied. We then went to the board and the emotional. We then went to the board.
You can customize how fast it is too. This shit
emotional
tough.
And sexual connection between us was undeniable.
The hell?
Let's just say 9 months later she had a child, and now that 7 years have passed since that I stalk her Insta regularly and the kid looks just like me.
Yeah, brother, this one's fake. But, okay. Let's get to this one. The Discord Gooner. Gang has a title for the confession. Hey, did y'all see the last confession video where somebody had a whole advertisement in their confession? Their confession got sponsored, bro. That shit was funny to me, gang. I ain't gonna lie. That gave me a little chuckle when I read it. I'm gonna be honest. Alright, let's get to this.
The Discord Gooner. There was a rumor at my school a kid was gooning at school every day, but there was very little proof, so I never bought it. Then one day we had a test and everybody finished, so we just had free time. Then I hear a Discord notification from the back and I look at where it came from and it was the Gooner. So I go back to my game and then I hear a moan and I see this guy gooning in class. While this is happening, a girl is recording it and post on the school story of him gooning. In the video you could see him looking at Rule 34 and Yowie.
Okay, am I not too parasocial or fucking internet heavy enough? What is Rule 34? I know it obviously has to be like some type of porn or whatever, right? But what is it exactly? I'm very curious. Hentai? Drawing porn? Animated? It's a site? Nigga, I was finna look that shit up. Let me chill, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Let's lower this to 110. We'll just lower it. We'll just raise it to there.
I was the loser nerd in my class, got fed up and wanted to change something, so I asked one of the girls in my class to be my girlfriend, and to my surprise it worked, and this wasn't a random girl. She was friend to a girl in my neighborhood, so we were kind of close. The relationship wasn't anything nice, mostly because we avoided each other, so no one in class...
You see how hard it is to read it when there's no periods? Chat, do you see? Like, it's not just me, it's Derek too. Derek is struggling too. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Exactly. Now y'all know how it feels. Derek has to... Now you're making Derek suffer too. How do y'all feel about yourselves? Because you're both black. L racist. Hey, boo that nigga, chat. Boo! Boo! No, okay, that's corny as fuck. Let me chill. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, some kid just posted a bunch of girls' nudes on their Instagram page. My friend saved them and beat to them. I love how y'all say though. I love how y'all say some of the most degenerate shit, and specifically put one Cloud9's fan. Like y'all just love doing that. Like y'all need to make sure one Cloud9's fan is like in like yo why. All right, bro. Oh God. Limit reached. Nigga, does this shit say $9 a month? $120 per year? Oh yeah, we're done. Yeah. Sorry, Derek. We're gone. Hey man, expect this video to come out on the cloud soon, bro. Hey, I'm not a gooner, bro. I'm not a gooner. Just know, look, the video is going to drop on the cloud. I reacted to it off stream because I knew we was going to have to do this. And this is going to take up the most of the stream. But just know, if you know who that is, bro, the video finna come out tomorrow, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Computer gooning is... I'm not gooning on the computer. Bro, she has clothes on. Why would I goon to her? What are we talking about, bro? See, y'all just trying to make some shit up. Vibes already over 40K. Okay, some of y'all know about it. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, man, video coming out tomorrow, bro. My editor working on it as we speak. Oh, God. Through all the chaos, somebody had the audacity to say the 49ers suck. Fuck you. Okay. God damn, I gotta read this shit. I was in 4th grade, by the way. One time I was so obsessed with the Dogman comic books that I wanted to get one by any means. But I was broke as heck, so one day I go to the bathroom and leave my book back there and went to the class like usual. Then I asked to go to the bathroom. So I walked down to the breezeway, away from the front office so nobody would see me, and I snuck around the back of the library on some Agent 007 type beat, and I successfully stole the book. Yo, I feel like casting that right now. I'm getting better at reading. Now, throughout the day, I'm thugging, feeling invincible, like I just pulled off a masterclass heist, and I was reading the book up until the end of the day, but I was way too invested in the book that I didn't even notice my library teacher standing there at dismissal, and she asked me where I got the book from. Mind you, I kept going back to the library with since asking if I had enough to get some. She already knew I was too broke to afford it, plus I never went to check out with the book, and immediately I lied on my reading. Oh my God, I'm losing track. Let me get this cursor out. And immediately I lied to my reading buddy and said he bought it for me. But she already knew I was lying, so she called my reading buddy to confirm, and then she called me. I'm sorry. I lost track. My attention is gone. I'm sorry, bro. You lost me, bro. My attention is gone. Fuck. Should Cloud get sponsorship from APAC? What type of poll is that? What? Yo, who made that poll, bruh? Did you say that because I said that Kai's and that shit? Like, what? He said, get your 7K, gang.
So there's this kid I didn't like, right? So I found his computer login because he forgot to close it while going to the bathroom. My school has this website where you can check your grades. See your address, emergency contacts, and all that. So I found his parents' emergency contact. Went to his parents' Facebook.
Hey, man, take that poll down. Y'all said, nah, L Big Yahoo. Hey, man. Y'all must be trying to get me killed, gang. The fuck? I ain't trying to end up in a car crash, bro. Hey, bro. Y'all know I'm free Palestine over here, but hey, let's calm down on the Yahoo talks, bro. I ain't trying to get packed up, bro. You never know who's watching, brother. I ain't gonna lie.
So there's this kid I didn't like, right? So I found his computer login because he forgot to close it while going to the bathroom. My school has this website where you can check your grades.
Said Tel Aviv is listening.
See
I
your
hope
address,
not.
emergency contacts, and all that. So I found his parents' emergency contact. Went to his parents' Facebook and took a bunch of embarrassing screenshots and videos of him as a little kid or just doing dumb things. I posted all the screenshots, videos, his address, everything except for the illegal stuff on an anonymous TikTok account. I friended all his friends so they could see it. For the past 2 months, everyone's trying to find out who made the TikTok account. He thinks we're friends. He asked the school to change his password, but I caught him lacking and got it again. If we have an assignment on something like a Google Doc, I'll just submit nothing. And if we have an online quiz, I'll turn it in before he has the chance to.
Yeah, I don't know about this one.
He's considered one of the bad kids, so the teachers don't believe him.
Yeah, you're low-key fucked up. Doxing somebody's for sure illegal too. Why did somebody said Tel Aviv just join the chat? What the fuck? What do you mean by that? Stop playing with me, bro. So basically, there's this girl that came to our school in the middle of the year. Okay, no, let me lock in. This kind of looks like a good one. So basically, there was this girl that came to our school in the middle of the school year. Let's name her Maya. Bro, when I say she was fine shit, I ain't lying. So my high school wasn't that big because I live in the EU and didn't have a lot of female students. So the ones that So the ones that were kind of got more so the ones that were fine, let me say that, kind of got more attention even though they were pretty chopped. Low key going off topic. Mia got all the guys drooling for her attention, and she took advantage of her situation. She turned into a school bop and was pleasuring guys left and right. Oh god. Weirdest thing was her getting caught in the men's bathroom having some fun with another guy. What the fuck? Safe to say, her ad got suspended for a week. After the week was over, there was a field trip where we took the bus. Let's just say Mia wasn't over yet and went to another bathroom with another guy to have some fun. Now, me and the bros are keeping our distances. This shit happened a year ago when you was 13. What the fuck are y'all doing? Like, yo, what? I've seen so many of these messages about like 13-year-olds. Like, what the fuck? Why are y'all wilding out? What the fuck? Yo. Why are y'all saying there's a Mossad agent behind me? Brother. Nothing's behind me, gang. We is good, bro. Hey, the big net can't touch me here, bro. But hey, still watch how y'all talk about him, though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to get on his radar, my nigga. Hey, man. Christian McCaffrey is a secret Mossad agent. All right, brother. So one time in 4th grade, there was these wannabe thugs, and I hung out with them a little bit. Then after a while, some fat ass who weighed like 300 pounds in 4th grade. Yes, 300 pounds in 4th. How's that even fucking possible? How's that, like, dead ass? No, you gotta be trolling. That bitch started choking my ass because I said he should go on a diet. He got suspended for 2 days, and I got away with nothing. It's been years since this, and people bullied him for bullying me. That his parents and people bullied him for bullying me about how my parents got divorced, and he had to move away because the bullying got so bad. Don't feel bad at all, though. Love you, Pookie Wookie, and I can't wait for you tonight. Last one. In elementary school, one of my teachers was allergic to corn. Well, on Christmas, she had a bad allergic reaction, and when we came back from Christmas break, she had to stay away from anything with corn in it. Well, kids in my class hated her so bad, they touched everything with corn in it and would go and hug her, and she unfortunately passed. Yo, y'all do know y'all just killed a woman, right? That's not even funny. That's crazy. What the fuck? Y'all dead ass, L kids, bro. Y'all dead ass killed her. If this is true, y'all dead ass killed her. That's crazy, bro. Okay, last one for real, because this is 100. I remember one day during my... I remember one day during... Last one. Let's lock in. No stutters. I remember one day during my senior year in high school, I had this bad tummy bug. It had me feeling like I would explode at any second. Now, mind you, an unspoken rule in my high school was that you never take a dump during school hours. Otherwise, they'll never let that shit. Otherwise, they'll never live. Otherwise, they'll never live that shit down. Long story short, I thankfully went to the school. I went the whole school day without needing to go take a dump. But now, after school, while I was chilling with the other guys, waiting to get picked up, I knew I couldn't hold it anymore. Snuck away, ran like Usain Bolt to the bathroom, and took the craziest dump ever that even I was disgusted by. I know what type of dump you're talking about. It's that dump where it's like a long piece of shit, and like some of it's touching out like of the toilet, and it's just stinky as fuck, but it's like solid though. It's like one big solid piece of shit. Those be feeling the best coming at you, but I'm gonna keep it a bang. Now, while I was busy dying in the stalls, the guys started surrounding my stall, wondering who's reeking up the bathroom. And even the dudes from outside started coming in wondering, what was that smell? Damn, it was that bad. There's a window right outside the stall to the area where we chill outside. I sat there for maybe an hour before the coast was clear. When I finally got out, I went back to the bros, and I said I was at the other side of the school. They then proceeded to tell me that someone had intoxicated the air, that it smelled like baby doo-doo, but they never got the culprit. I'm keeping this shit with me to the grave. Love your videos, by the way, King, the toilet killer. That's a good little story at the end of this shit. Why are y'all saying clipped? Cloud, you gotta chill? What was so bad about what I said, bro? I never had that one good shit where like it was just like one long piece of shit. And it just kind of slid at your butt. It just felt good. No? Y'all ain't real shitters, bro. Now that's relatable. That's what I said. That's relatable. Bro, I'm eating. I ain't tell you to eat while watching my streams, gang. How is that not relatable? Y'all see, here's the thing. Here's the weird thing about human beings, bro. We will do shit every single day, but when we talk about it openly, we just act like it's weird. What's wrong with talking about how we shit? It's a perfectly relatable topic. We all shit. Don't worry, Marcus. They don't know like we know. That's what I'm saying, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Let's be honest, bro. Okay. Anyways, that's the end of this school confessions. Y'all see how long it takes us to get through 50. We're never getting through all of these, bro. But I will be doing one more part where we'll be going over 50 more. And at the end of the 50 we do, I will take certain recommendations of whichever ones y'all will want to see. So make sure you're in chat and you're telling me which number your confession is so that I can get to your confession. Because that's the only way I'll see it if it's anything past 150. Maybe I'll go back through these another time when I get bored, maybe like next month or in a couple weeks. But yeah, it's just too many to get through in one stream. I'm gonna be honest. Appreciate y'all though. Shit was a vibe. Segment so far. Oh my god, this shit. Oh, I'm drained, gang. I'm drained. We still got a couple reacts to do, bro. I was finna play a game today, but we can't. I'm so drained, bro. Because not only did I do 2 reactions before this and then this stream. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, that was a whole hour. Alright. Cloud, have you heard about the Kingsmen Marvel's Rivals? Yeah. I was finna react to it on stream, but I knew I wasn't gonna have energy to do it. So I reacted to it off stream, and it's in production right now. Tomorrow, it will be out on the cloud. The situation is low-key kind of crazy. If you don't know, I'll explain it a little bit. This girl basically was a team captain on a Valorant team, or not Valorant, Marvel Rivals squad, and basically they was playing for $40,000, and she was stinking it up. Played a whole game. She had 0 kills, dropping Tony Snell numbers, right? And there's a guy named Kingsman. He was the best. He was cooking, the best player on the team by far. I don't know why he wasn't the captain, but hey, 18 kills carrying the team by far. And they lost like 3 matches in a row. And again, this is for 40,000, so tensions got high. So he kind of went off on the team captain who dropped a 0 bomb. The girl who y'all caught me looking at earlier was actually the girl who she was the team captain. And basically, oh my god. Yeah, I'm so glad I ain't show y'all this shit. Okay. Her name is Cece, right? I'm breaking this down for y'all like I'm not finna drop the video tomorrow, but I guess I'm teasing y'all. This is the girl, right? She's the captain, dropped 0 kills. And she thought just because she was a girl that people was gonna feel bad for her for stinking it up at the game or defend her because people are getting mad at her. Like, no, bro, if you're stinking it up and this is for 40,000, we're not finna just vibe. We need to fucking win. Honestly, I agree with bro. We need to win. And after the whole game, and of course they lost, right? She went on a big tangent, trash talking, bro, talking about, yeah, you care about this too much, blah blah blah. It's not that serious, whatever. And people got mad at her. Right? So then she made an apology because people got mad at her, and people got even more mad because she was like, yeah, I'm apologizing because people think I did something wrong. People want an apology out of me instead of me trash talking. I'm like, and it's like, bro, like, yo, That's not why you're supposed to apologize. You're supposed to apologize because you're genuinely sorry. If you're not genuinely sorry, why would you even apologize? It's really just, it's not nothing crazy, like no allegations, but she just tried to play that card where, I'm not even trying to get on that rhetoric, bro. But it's basically, she was just being a dickhead. I'm going to be honest. She was being a dickhead, and she's trash at the game. You can't be both. I'm going to be honest. So, I ain't going to lie. That's really what went on. Now, people are saying some crazy shit like, yo, she's setting female gaming back, and I don't believe in that shit. That's stupid. I mean, just because she made a couple bad decisions doesn't mean she's setting the whole female gaming industry back. That's crazy as fuck, in my opinion. That's weird to even say. But, yeah, she's for sure in the wrong. I ain't gonna lie. Shit, that shit tough. Anyways, let's get to some other shit we're finna do. We got a couple of videos to watch, some short videos because I'm tired as shit and I don't feel like reacting a lot, to be honest with y'all. So, okay. One reaction, remember that vegan teacher? She's basically lost everything. Video about Curse, all of his videos are good. I found this channel. I was watching Waka's stream, Wakaman, if you don't know who that is. Shout out to bro. I was watching his stream and I seen him reacting to this video. I saw my grandma pleasing herself. So yeah, we could low-key watch that. And then last thing, we might actually get to this video. I couldn't do it on the stream. I was trying to do that stream. I was trying to do it on Sunday stream. Couldn't do it, so we can do it today. That's basically the vibe. Yo, I know y'all probably like, yo, why haven't you watched the UDY video yet? Chat. Listen to me. We're watching UDY with our special guest. We're saving it for the... Yo. And look, I had an idea. Tell me if this shit is crazy. What about UDY with Kelsey with an eye tracker? I feel like that's a peak idea. Because we're also... Because we're also doing... I'm also doing... Whatchamacallit? I'm also playing the dating game with Kelsey. Like the... what's it called? The 5 Hearts Part 2 with Kelsey. With the eye tracker. So that'll be fun too. So we'll hey man, I came up with that shit out the blue, bro. So we're gonna do that. And yeah. Date everything. Let's do 5 Hearts though. 5 Hearts is gonna be better with the eye tracker. Hey, once I got I ain't gonna lie, getting this eye tracker was one of the best decisions I ever made. Cause it just, I got so many new ideas now. All right. We're streaming at 7 p.m., by the way, on Friday. And I told her to get here at 5. So we should actually boot up at 7. Because the reason why we're always late when she wants to come is because she's always fucking 2 hours late. So hopefully we're actually on time. But we'll see. So 7 p.m. Central Time. But it's a Friday. Y'all not doing anything. So if it's an hour late, it's an hour late. Y'all better be there. All right. Anyways, which video you want to do first? Oh, shit. Oh, I want to react to this so bad. I don't think we're going to have time. But I want to react to this so bad. Y'all know this video? Y'all know the part 1 of this video? I don't think I dropped it on the reaction channel yet. But this video, the part 1 of this video was peak. I want to react to that so bad, but we ain't gonna have time. All right. Last thing, which video we watching first? Let's do this one first. I'm actually kind of interested. I'm interested in this. Let's do this one first. I saw my grandma pleasing herself. I couldn't skip this shit. This title was impossible to skip. Let's get to it, man. All right. I don't know what the fuck this is going to be about. All right.
Let me just say first, there's nothing wrong with the doing that. I understand that it's
This nigga in tears. Did he just see her?
perfectly
Is this like post-match? Fuck, is this a post-match interview, gang?
natural. It's just that I was having a really bad week, and
This nigga traumatized,
terrible
bro.
day that
His grandma probably got hit by a bazooka. Kaboom! Kablow! Kaboom!
I just wasn't in the I wasn't in a good
Not okay.
mental
Why you laughing? My
headspace
bad, twin.
to process that, seeing that.
Now, in all seriousness, though, what are y'all doing if y'all was in his position? Like, me personally, bro, I don't even want to imagine that shit. I ain't gonna lie, but what the fuck do you do after that? Like, after you just walk in on your grandma just doing that shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, cause like you can't just like, cause like as soon as you walk in and you realize what's going on, if you leave, it's gonna be an awkward conversation when she comes outside. But like you don't want to have to wait to have that awkward conversation. You know, you don't want to wait till she's finished, because then now you thinking about that shit for like an hour until she's done, and then yeah. So do you just address it like while you're in the door frame, or like you just act like you ain't seeing it? Like, I don't know, bro. I would dead ass crying like she got ran over. I'd have to sit down in my room. You can't even do anything though. You can't. All you can do is really apologize and just close the door and just forget the shit happened. Like, I'm gonna be honest. My grandma's dead. Okay, all right. R.I.P. Granny.
And
Some nigga gonna say help her. I swear to God, I was waiting for it though. I was waiting for it. Hey, everybody in my chat locked in though. They not on weird shit.
I just hope that now every time
Caught
that
his grandma
I think
reversing
about
her
my
record
grandmother,
player.
or I see my grandmother, or I talk to my grandmother, that I'm not gonna think about it every single time.
No,
Because
you
I
are
love
gonna
my
think about
grandmother
it though.
so much.
You are gonna think about it every single time you see her, bro. It's just what it is, bro. You just gotta push that shit back into the back of your mind, bro.
And
Game is game.
I don't want to lose my grandmother. I don't want to have to think about her doing that every time I talk to her.
This nigga's crying genuine tears. Oh my gosh.
So
Why y'all cooking his hair, bro? Let him have his widow peak, bro. Not everybody got good hair
she lives
genes.
in Pasadena, and she had a computer question. Go figure.
Bro looks like Aiden Ross on Finn.
And I said, of course I'll come over and help you with whatever. So I came over and I saw that her car was in the driveway, and I go over there all the time, so I just went in, you know, not a big deal. And I didn't see her around. I called out, I said, Grandma. She wasn't there. So I just went over to the computer and I started seeing if I could figure out what was, you know, the problem. And a few minutes went by, and then I just heard, it was sort of like a,
Wait. sorry, Chet. Yo, nah, bro. Come on, gang. What the hell was that? Nah, Gma tweaking. She could have waited until you leave, brother. She couldn't wait until you left. Yo, what? She had to get the nut out immediately, bro. What? No, bro, no.
And a few months ago, my grandmother tripped in the shower and she broke her hip.
Oh no.
And really hurt herself. And I was the one who found her. And so I got really scared because I thought maybe my
somebody
grandmother
say
was in
cake is
trouble.
cake even if it's expired.
And so I ran up.
Chat lock in. This is sad. Stop laughing.
And I said, "Grandma, are you okay?" And I didn't hear anything.
I'm sorry. There's no way this nigga opened the door, said, "Grandma, are you okay?" And she was just laying on the ground, vibrator in hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No.
So I opened the door to her bedroom. And she was
Okay, real question though. What do y'all think she was going to? Like, I'm actually curious. Yo, what would a grandmother go into? Is she going to like other old men? Maybe pictures to like, grandpa or some shit? Or maybe would it be like Johnny Sins or some shit? Like, would it be like Lil D maybe? Why are y'all saying me? Why are y'all saying me? Gooning to me? No, like what? Like no, deadass. This is a real question though. What do you think she would goon to? Like I'm actually curious, bro. Where the fuck is Gramps at, yo? Well, I mean, read the room, my nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga said Gramps ashes. You're going to hell for that, bro. Nigga said Jason Love. Granny low key, was she girl? Cause I hope y'all know girls be gooning like just as much as guys, and they be gooning into like a lot of the similar shit that we do. We're just way more open to talking about it than them. So I'm actually curious, bro.
So I ran back out. I said, "Oh my God," and I ran out. And I keep thinking, the part that I can't.
Look at Angel trying to cope for girls. She's over here talking about who lied to you. Gang, I've had 2 girlfriends. Yeah, 2 girlfriends. Plenty of female friends. They tell me all of this shit, bro. Because here's the thing. Girls, chat. Y'all, we all know this shit, though. But you got to think about it. Girls don't got a cool down timer when they goon and come and nut, right? They can just keep on going. We have a cool down timer for at least 5 to 10 to 30 minutes. They don't. They can just go on and on and on. We have to stop. You feel me? That's just what it is. I'm just being honest. So, like, it's just kind of like, bro, like, when you think about that, bro, they can just keep on going on and on and on. Like, bro, what?
Stop thinking about is her face was like, she was like, I don't even.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Okay. Hopefully one day this will be just a silly story that we all talk about. If I can even talk about it. But I don't even know what to say. She's called me a couple times and I've just declined because I don't even know what to say. I don't want her to feel bad, but I guess it was my fault for walking in.
I mean, why was she even doing that while you was in the crib, bro? That's what I'm trying to figure out, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we not trying to say it though. Nobody's saying it, but Granny Loki in the wrong though. Hey man, you got all of that free time for yourself. Why would you choose when your little grandson pull up into your crib to get your goons off, bro? Like, what are we talking about? You low key in the wrong, man.
What am I supposed to do? How am I?
Do you think he's gay and that's why he's crying because he's scared of pussy? Angel is tired said that, by the way. That's not my thought.
Supposed to react to this situation? And this is just this is not even the top third worst thing that's happened to me this whole week.
How the fuck, yo? What's been going on, nigga? Your week must be yo. Hey man, poor guy, bro. Your week must be filled with doom
like I
and
said,
terror.
This is not in a good place to receive this information. I hate my life.
Damn. Whoa. 5-minute video, no cuts. Straight to the point. This is the most popular video, by the way. I accidentally came during a job interview. I am not gay. Cops called on me while filming full body cam footage. He won't answer me. I was fired because of the color of my skin. I hate my life. Yo, this is where the meme comes from? That's where the meme comes from? That's where the meme come from? What the fuck could possibly be going on so bad, gang? What the fuck is going on, bro? Yo! I'm sorry. What the fuck is going on? Yo, I'm sorry, bro. I can't even speak, man. Yo, what could possibly be going on in your life to make you chug a bottle of Okay. What the fuck is this, man? I low-key want to binge his channel now, bro. Fuck, I low-key want to binge his channel. I'm very intrigued on this, bro. I'm very intrigued about this one.
Hi, everybody.
I accidentally came during a job interview. Yo, life just whooping your ass, brother. I'm gonna be honest.
Hi, everybody. I had a job interview today, and I came in my pants during the interview. I have struggled my entire life with ADHD and anxiety and bipolar disorder. And I've spent so long trying to figure out how to manage my symptoms so that I can
Nigga said
actually
life
be a
up
normal
3-0
person
right now.
on a day-to-day basis. And it seems like everything I do doesn't work. I was addicted to Xanax for so long, and it ruined my life.
Oh shit.
And it just felt like everything I did somehow made it worse. And now the one thing that I thought worked clearly doesn't. Basically, I figured out at a very young age.
Why y'all saying Team Lex Luthor? Chill, chat. Nigga said Lex Luthor and Kirk was combined. Chill, bro.
If I was anxious and I was insecure, then
Nigga saying, yo, chat. Why y'all saying he's about to be 4-0, gang? He gonna sweep in life?
the way that in the moment I could sort of calm myself down and make myself focus and make myself more confident was to make myself horny, basically. So, you know, thinking about something sexy.
Why was that? What? Why was that the answer? Why was that the answer?
To the point where I would get physically aroused. So I would, you know, if I get a chubby or that's.
So you wanted to get hard during your. Look, I know you got conditions, bro. I know you got ADHD and shit, and bipolarism or whatever that's called. I'm sorry. But getting hard isn't the solution to this.
And most of the time,
bro's getting 1A spammed on him by life. Oh my god!
Because what it does is it sort of makes it's sort of like a natural medication, because when you get horny, the chemicals that your brain releases are, you know, you have dopamine and adrenaline and those sorts of things, and that's very similar to the medications that you would actually take for anxiety or ADHD or that sort of stuff. So I figured I was just going to do that and it would be fine, but I got to the interview and I started having a panic attack as usual in my car, and I pulled out my phone and I started looking at porn and whacking it, basically. Because that really helps when I have a panic attack. It helps me. And I guess that was my first mistake. I sort of got a head start before I went in, you know. So I go in and it starts off okay. You know, the receptionist is very nice. I'm waiting for the guy to come out who's going to interview me, and I sort of start preparing my fantasy that I'm going to focus on through the interview. So it's good. For me, usually that's stuff like cucking and pet. Well, I don't. I'm sorry. I don't need to get into it, but you know what
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this. With the snot flying out of his nose, too. I can't do this, bro. I can't do this, man. Not this one, bro. Oh, my God.
I mean, everybody has sort of their little things that they like. Sorry, I'm a mess. I just have been crying all day since it happened this morning. So the guy comes out, and I have to kind of, you know, because I don't want to stand up and then have a, you know, boing thing happen. So
Gang, I'm not a doctor, but you having a boner at a job interview can't be better. It can't be worse than. Fuck. There's no way that's better than just taking a pill. I'm sorry. No way, no way. No way is better than just taking a pill. I'm sorry.
Stand up, and I say hello, I shake his hand, you know, blah, blah, and it starts going well. We make small talk, and we go into the interview room, and it starts fine. But then the first thing that happened that sort of made it go worse was that on the website, they advertised the position as being fully remote. But then in the interview, he said that actually I had to come in 3 times a week still. And I started to get... Normally, I probably would have just said, okay, whatever. But this, I really didn't want to come in because, like I said, I have debilitating anxiety and social scrap. So I looked for a remote position on purpose so that I would be able to be easier for me to work. So I wanted to confront him about this. And because my anxiety was getting worse and increasing, I had to sort of make I had to get more aroused. Because it's like, if that goes up, then this has to go up, right? So I was thinking more about my fantasy, and then also I was there was a desk there.
But didn't he say cucking? So is your fantasy cucking? Was you thinking about like, yo, girl just getting fucked right in front of you while talking to you, who you... Reverse Flash came and jerked him off mid-interview.
Working myself. You know what I mean? I know that when I'm explaining it right now, it sounds bad, but you have to understand that most of the time nobody would find out, right? And you also have to understand how difficult it is. I don't think most of you know how difficult it is to have anxiety and panic disorder and ADHD and probably autism. I don't even know.
Probably.
I have tons of stuff. It feels like every single... So it's debilitating. So I try to do anything I can to feel better.
Tight.
And if this is what...
you my dog. Come on, bro. Hey, man. I'm supportive. But hey... hey, gang. I don't know about boners.
System. I do anything and anything to survive in capitalism. So yeah, I was under the table. Yeah.
Wait, you was what? Under the table? Hold on.
I was under the table.
Gang, please do not tell me you are alluding to you jerking off in front of a table in front of a job interviewer. Brother, oh my God.
Yeah. And he says, so I asked him, so you advertised the position online.
But was he looking at, bro, while he was doing it? Like, yo, I'm sorry, bro. I understand you got anxiety and autism and bipolar and BPD or whatever. But at the same time, gang, that's not okay. You were looking this man dead in the eyes, jacking your shit. Like, what the fuck? What are we talking about, gang?
As being a remote position, But now you're saying...
He said straight to Ukraine from
I don't know what we said online. Sometimes that stuff isn't accurate. So I said, whatever. And I moved on because now I'm not even sure I want this job anymore. But maybe, that's the type of thing where maybe we can figure it out later. And then he asked me about my last job, which obviously I got fired from if you watch my recent videos. So
we got some lore to catch up on too, chat.
So I was trying to figure out a way that I got really nervous trying to figure out a way that I could say what happened, but also not, if he called my old boss and asked what happened, I didn't want to have lied, but also I want to explain it in a way that it doesn't sound that bad and seems, you know, reasonable, and hopefully makes him not want to call the people. So I think
your time,
at this
gang.
point,
We here.
I don't know. I mean, I sort of was not aware exactly of. I was trying to kind of keep myself under control, but I was also I felt myself all of a sudden, it kind of snuck up on me. I felt myself kind of all of a sudden go over the point of no return. Right.
Gang, so you were edging under this table. Gang, I thought you was just giving yourself a little strokey stroke, and then, okay, let me lock in. Little strokey stroke, then, okay, let me lock in. Gang, this was a consistent thing. You had your hands right here going crazy. Yo, I feel like, wouldn't the job interviewer notice this shit? Isn't that very obvious that you were doing it?
Right. And so I felt it happen, and I was kind of like, and I tried to pretend to have a coughing fit, you know, because you can try to act like nothing's happening, but
yeah, gang, he knew. I ain't gonna lie. He knew.
It's gonna be, something's gonna happen. So I'm trying to go like, you know, and I must not have done a very good job, I guess, because afterwards he looked at me very strangely and he was like, is everything okay? And
obviously you didn't do the good
then
job.
I just kind of broke down and I said, no, it's not. It's not okay, because I know that it's not your fault, but nothing in my life is going right at all. And it feels like everything I do to try to make it better just makes it worse and ruins my life more.
Brother, I respect the sentiment, but at the same time, nobody asked you to jerk off in front of your future boss. Matter of fact, just an employer, because he didn't employ you. Because you jerked off in front of him. I understand it helps with anxiety, but you know, sometimes it's not bad to take a pill. Just take a pill, get over with, and then go work and be regular. But you jerking off in front of your boss is not the answer to this equation.
So no, it's not okay. And at this point, I knew that the interview was over and we were past the point of no return, and I started crying. And I stood up I said, you know what, we talked a little bit for a formality, but then eventually I said, okay, all right, that's, and I stood up, and it was obvious what happened. I don't know what else I need to say. And I shook his hand because I didn't know what else to do. What am I supposed to do?
You did what? What? You shook his hand after you just jerked off? So not only was there a wet spot in the crime scene, right? But you proceeded to shake this man's hand with your goonified, fucking infested, hazardous ass hand. What are we even talking about here, brother? You can't play the victim. That's disgusting. Matter of fact, that's deplorable. What are we talking about, man?
I just shook his hand and I ran out so that before the receptionist could see me or anybody else in the office, but I'm sure they all saw me. And I just kept waiting in my car and cried all day. So that's my story. That's just the latest thing that's happened to me that has been totally horrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. This one you costing yourself. That granny situation, hey man, could have happened to the best of us. But this one, hey brother. Nigga said don't beat yourself off about it too hard. Manager, so when you can use start, this guy, I'm already finished. You're hired. I've never seen someone so excited to work here. No, I'm sorry. Yo, let me check the comments of the last video, gang. Y'all niggas is funny as shit. I am Top G. Sneako's banned. I can't even watch him. Nah, man. Interesting, bro. Interesting video, man. Someone said like grandma, like grandson. Oh, I didn't even peep that shit. Like grandma, like grandson. I want to see the comments of this. I've been learning English all my life just to listen to this man. That's enough internet for today. This is the type of video to get recommended to 14 million people 8 years later. That is so true. His grandma's funeral is going to be the most traumatic event for this guy. Alright, man. Well, those were some interesting videos. Interesting. Okay, for the last video. I low-key might watch this with Kelsey. I'm going to watch this one. I low-key might watch this with Kelsey. Or I might just watch it tomorrow. But we're going to save this one. Let's watch this. What's that clip? Hold on. Okay. You were looking this man dead in the eyes, jacking your shit. Like, what the fuck? We ain't gonna talk about that. Okay, let's get to this last little segment, gang. Give me a second. Alright, let's get to this last little segment. I'm tired. Last thing we out of here. I don't know. That's going to be an intro for edit. Oh my god. I forgot we had to do Reddit on Friday too. Fuck me life. Fuck me life. Fuck me life. Fuck me life. Okay. Remember that vegan teacher? Yeah, she's basically lost everything. I remember the vegan teacher, like, back in, like, 2021 was, like, very popular because she was doing some weird shit. And she was saying, like, slurs or something. I don't know. But, hey, man. Let's go ahead and tap in. I remember there was this girl who said she was, like, the vegan daughter. She had, like, an OF, and she had a fat ass. She would just be shaking that shit or wearing, like, panties while telling you that meat is bad. It was weird. Anyways, let's go.
If there was a YouTube Hall of Fame for the most hated individuals to ever come on the platform, the vegan teacher would be number one. Because regardless if you've ever watched any of her content, you have 100% heard of her. At her peak, she had millions of people watching, reacting, and even arguing about everything she posted. However, in current times, she practically isn't mentioned at all, falling off the face of the earth in just a few years. So the question is, what exactly happened to her, and what is she doing now? The vegan teacher, also known as Katie Karen Diekmeyer, started her online journey from TikTok, but a lot of people wouldn't know that because she's had a lot of TikTok accounts banned. And according to this article, I think she's on like TikTok account number 6. Take from that what you will.
Man, if you gotta go, if it's 6, oh man. Gang, if you made 6 TikTok accounts, bro, and you keep on getting banned, yo, it's time to take your talents over to IG Reels, my nigga.
And unlike other TikTokers who usually ease their way into content, that vegan teacher started out insane and immediately grabbed tons of attention from
what
people.
The fuck? Yo, hell no. What the hell?
On the app.
It's true. Vegans are better than God.
So this is what she was doing. She was just rage baiting.
Vegans try to prevent suffering. God just watches it happen.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to respond to that. If you couldn't tell by her name already, that vegan teacher's platform revolves around promoting veganism, which is basically the practice of not killing animals to eat or use their bodies for things. And on its own, that message isn't controversial at all. Plenty of people in the world are vegan, and plenty of creators talk about it without any issue. But not many creators promote veganism the way that she does. Because instead of trying to educate people on the topic and actually have a discussion, that vegan teacher's platform was built on attacking people. No matter who you were, and regardless of any other good things you've done, if you ate meat, you were a bad person.
That doesn't make sense to me, man. Yo, if you want to be vegan, good for you. You probably feel better. You probably got a healthier diet, blah, 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 goody, 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 two shoes, whatever bullshit. But don't clown on regular civilians just because we like eating some fried chicken or a nice, juicy, glorious steak. Like, come on, bro. Let us rock, bro. I'm going to be honest.
And obviously, this mindset is very stupid. It did, however, work in getting her attention, because the weirder you are on the internet, the more likely chance you'll get famous. And this was absolutely true for that vegan teacher. And in July of 2020, she would wind up tasting some of this fame after she had a TikTok go viral called "Eating Animals is Wrong."
3, 2, 1, sing! Eating animals is wrong, McDonald's. Hurting animals is wrong, McDonald's. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on.
Now, obviously,
low-key W song, though. I'm going to keep it a beam. Kind of joy. I feel like you can't make a bad song on a ukulele. You could be talking about some of the most sinister shit. But if you have a ukulele, it just feels like nice and cool and vibey. It feels like you're on Hawaii or some shit.
this song would have no impact because McDonald's would never change their menu to vegan. But regardless, this video would go viral on TikTok and YouTube. And the general consensus that people—
Apology ukulele video? That's the only one. That's the only time that shit didn't work out. Well, who was that? Who was it? Didn't that girl talk to minors? I know who you're talking about. I forgot what her name was. I covered this shit, though. But yeah, her shit didn't work, though.
People got from this video was that A, that vegan teacher is
Colleen
stupid,
Bellinger,
and B,
yeah.
that vegan teacher is stupid. Tons of people had comments and even made reaction videos to her song, which overall highlighted just how many people disagreed with her.
Damn, 2020.
Animals is wrong, McDonald's.
If animals don't want to be eaten, then they shouldn't be made out of food.
And I'm not gonna lie, he might be onto something. Why would animals be edible if they didn't want us to eat them? Why did they make themselves out of like rock material?
Modern day Socrates, chat.
Although this is just one of her TikTok songs in one TikTok reaction, this would represent the kind of relationship she would have with the internet over the course of the next few years. Because after seeing how much traction and attention this song got online, she realized that being controversial worked. Because people weren't simply sharing this bad song because she was vegan, they were sharing it and reacting to it because she was insane. And instead of changing her approach, she doubled down on it.
Why the fuck aren't you vegan yet, Mr. President Trump? Ooh! Is it because you're stuck on the toilet trying hard to push out a dump?
And I know that since she brought up Trump, some of you may think that this was recent, but no, this was 6 years ago. But her messaging was all the same. Say something controversial including veganism and get attention for it. And although this strategy was bringing attention
Donnie
to
Boy
veganism
loves
itself,
his
it
meat,
wasn't
bro.
helping the cause. In fact, the attention it was creating for veganism was so bad that other vegans themselves came out to speak against that vegan teacher.
Why I have a problem with the vegan teacher as a vegan myself, part 2. Karen's main claim for her controversial content is that she is trying to persuade people to go vegan. It, however, does the complete opposite and completely asserts a negative connotation with vegans everywhere.
Damn, you know it's bad when vegans are cooking her. Shit.
And although this is just one TikTok, it seems like vegans felt like this everywhere. From Twitter to Reddit to TikTok, all of these different vegans completely disagreed with that vegan teacher, with some of them even making YouTube videos titled "Vegans Hate That Vegan Teacher."
Hey, she's speaking for the whole vegan community. I ain't gonna lie. Got that Vita Coco in the background, green hair, color for back. Yo, low key, if she drew this shit, low key kind of tough.
For those of you who don't know who I am and you're just clicking on this video because you also—
Bro, I want like an art wall too, bro. I'm just not like as talented as other people with drawing and shit, bro. Like a big ass wall with like pictures and maybe fan art. Hey, maybe in my next career, bro, I might do that shit. That should be tough.
Hate that vegan teacher. For a little bit of context about myself,
the hair low-key tough too. I kind of like how it's like green at the stock, at like the roots of the shit, and then it kind of fades out. Like, look, yeah, yo.
I'm a vegan. I also am an animal activist. She is one of the worst representatives of vegans and, you know, not even vegetarians, because she fucking hates those people.
And at this point, I think it was pretty apparent that not only vegans hated that vegan teacher, but the entire internet did. But that didn't stop people from tuning into her videos. Even though the internet was against her, people still tuned in to leave hate comments. The only problem is that vegan teacher would then turn those hate comments into content, responding in some of the most nonsensical ways
bro, yeah, let's get this shit off my screen, my nigga.
Possible. And somewhere along
what the fuck is Granny doing, gang?
Along the way, she realized that the more offensive she was to people, the more attention she would gain. Because not long after this, the vegan teacher
I know she was making bank though. Like especially with those old like TikTok CPMs. She was making bread.
She would be called out for making light of racism and homophobia in her content. And although you may be able to argue the intent of the videos, regardless, they were insane. Especially the one titled, "I Can't Breathe."
What the
and
hell?
For those that are a bit unaware, around this time, that phrase was being used during the height of the Black Lives Matter protests for George Floyd. So most
Chat, that was 6 years ago, bro. Think about that. George Floyd was 6 years ago, bro. That's crazy. We getting old, man.
People would assume that this video she posted would be related to that. However, as you can tell by the lights being disabled, that is far from the truth. Somehow, that vegan teacher managed to take a moment centered around police brutality and make it about animals and veganism, and also turn it into a song.
I am a cow being sent to slaughter. You've sealed your rope around my neck. I can't breathe.
Yeah, I see why people hated her. 'Cause at this point, it's not even just rage bait. This is just straight up disrespectful, bro.
I'm a pig thrown in this gas chamber.
Hey, John in Tennessee.
I can't breathe.
Hey, John in Tennessee.
This was insane. But
Nah,
I'm
y'all
not
niggas
done,
funny as
because
hell.
just 1 year later, that vegan teacher would make another video titled, "Is there even a..."
Look at this dislike. Look at the ratio, my nigga. Yo, this ratio crazy.
Thing such as an LGBTQ community, or are we all just individuals? Now this is a 22-minute video, and I'm pretty sure you guys can guess what the topic of this video is about. And if you guess veganism, you would be correct.
What did she say? Is there even such a thing as an LGBT community? What are you even talking about, shorty? Like, what the hell?
Guess what the topic of this video is about. And if you guys
22 minutes on that topic is crazy.
Because somehow she turned something completely unrelated and that she knew would offend people into talking about veganism.
But see, here's my thing. If you're just trying to offend people just to offend people, that's weird. Like, nah, I ain't gonna lie, she weird.
And as sad as this is to say,
it's not even about veganism.
This all worked in her favor, because during this time on YouTube, you couldn't browse your feed at all without seeing at least...
Nah, hold on. Yo, August the Duck was making bank off her ass, bro. Especially back then with the CPMs. Them YouTube CPMs was crazy in 2020.
Time on YouTube, you couldn't browse your feed at all without seeing at least one person talking about that vegan teacher. One YouTuber in particular named Poncho made a multi-part vegan teacher series, pulling tens of millions of views on some of the...
Oh my god! 12 million?
Videos. She was practically a gold mine for content, and with
he was swimming in bread, bro.
All the insane stuff she was continuing to do, YouTubers could just keep milking her. And in terms of content she was about to start making, this would 100% be true. As we know by now,
I don't really think I understand how much money that is. Yo, off of a 1 million, if your video gets like 1 million, depending on your CPM, you can either get like 7 to 8,000 from that. Now multiply that by 9. Yo. Off of 1 9-minute video, mind you.
Vegan teacher strategy.
Plus back then he was probably getting 10 per CPM. So it was probably like a 10,000 per million. That shit ridiculous.
Have been saying controversial and offensive things to gain attention online. But there's only so much of that you can do without people getting bored of it. And as a result, she changed up her strategy, which became attacking actual content creators themselves. Now, in that vegan teacher's crusade, she attacked any creator that had any kind of platform.
Hey,
And
she dissed Joe Bart? You dissing the big Bart? Oh yeah, I know they packed your ass up. His community don't play, bro.
And I mean any creator, but a few of these attacks mattered more than the rest of them, with this particular one leading to a viral back and forth on TikTok that would attract millions of people's attention, and that was her attack on Gordon Ramsay. For those that aren't aware, Gordon Ramsay is widely known as one of the most famous chefs of all time. He has a lot of TV shows, series, and a lot of online social media presence, and because of that vegan teacher decided he would be the perfect target for her call out. And
see, this is where you fucked up, shorty. I'm gonna be honest. This is where you fucked up, girly pop. I'm gonna keep it a beam. Cause here's the thing, right? I don't even know what happened, but I just know you're finna get cooked. It's Gordon. He's known for being a great A shit talker, bro. I'm gonna keep it a beam. You're cooked.
She started this interaction with videos like Gordon Ramsay should be in jail, at Gordon Ramsay, who is this coward, and Gordon Ramsay is a terrible chef.
Pop,
and
this the wrong
obviously,
move.
all of these videos, all she does is slander Gordon Ramsay because he chops and eats animals.
Hello, students. Welcome to class. I'm so happy to see you. I'm so not happy to see Gordon Ramsay.
Was she on drugs back then, bro? Cause there's no way she could just keep on doing this. Like, all of this, we're just spilling all of this hatred into random people she don't even care, or she don't even know or care about, and just not be on some type of substance. Like, there's no way. You just can't have the energy. Miss Rachel from Alibaba.
Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals
Granny
is
on the
wrong,
Zanny?
Gordon Ramsay. Putting baby boy chicks in giant blenders and murdering them at just 1 day old is wrong. That's why you need to be vegan from now on.
Yeah,
I know the slurs Gordon admitted about this girl, bro. The slurs, bro. The fucking slurs he came up with about this girl, bro. Generational. Never will be heard by the internet ever.
But she has completely lost it. After these videos were posted and made their rounds across social media, Gordon Ramsay would eventually respond with a TikTok video that got over 66 million views.
God! 12 million likes too?
Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song. And if you call me a donut, that's fine.
Vegan
as long
donut.
As you're vegan from now on.
He ate a massive ass burger,
15-second TikTok. Obviously, that vegan teacher is doing what she does best. And in the first half of the video, Gordon Ramsay fake eats a piece of green like he's actually vegan, and then pulls out a burger and eats it in her face. And with that simple action of going against that vegan teacher, he got 12 million likes for that. And
see, here's what's going, here's where the vegan teacher went on, in my opinion. If you're finna hate farm or rage bait, whatever. So many people do it nowadays. But you gotta be somewhat likable. See, when you rage bait, right? Your whole goal is to piss off one audience, but in second hand, you're also trying to appease another audience that completely contradicts that audience that you're pissing off. For instance, a lot of people are practicing racist rage bait right now. One good person is Woman Propaganda. He just says the N-word, criticizes black people, calls us monkeys, yada yada woo, whatever, right? Rage bait, obviously, right? Trying to piss off black people. But the reason why he's still successful is because actively by pissing off these black people, racist white people or anybody who likes his opinions are super supportive and die hard because he's saying exactly what they're thinking and, yeah, this guy's so relatable. That's why he's still successful. See, where she went wrong, right? You're pissing off the meat eaters. Cool, that's not who you're trying to appeal to. You're trying to appeal to the vegans, right? But here's the thing. You're doing such outlandish shit, doing such weird shit, that even the vegans don't fuck with you. Because a lot of vegans, there's a lot of vegans in the LGBT community, right? Well, you made a video talking shit about the LGBTQ and saying that this shit doesn't even exist. So they're obviously not so fun to support you. There's a lot of black people who are vegans too. Well, you mocked the whole George Floyd movement, so obviously they're not going to support you either. You're pissing off any and everybody you can in hopes to get views and temporarily. Like, you're not appealing to nobody. So you're really just cooking yourself, and you're not appealing to no. Like, it was just, she just did everything wrong. This is a prime example of you just trying to get people mad. You don't know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get some clout, and you're not doing it effectively.
Comments were absolutely going crazy, with some people proclaiming that he saved 2021 with this simple action, which honestly just goes to show how annoyed and fed up people were with that vegan teacher. And if you thought getting ratioed into orbit would stop her, well, it didn't, because she continued to call out Gordon Ramsay. And although he never responded again, the damage had already been done. She was once again a laughingstock on the internet, which could be argued that's what she wanted the whole time. Over the course of the next few years, that vegan teacher would steadily lose people's attention. There's only so many callouts and offensive posts somebody can make before they get bored of the usual content. It was always vegan this, save animals that, or this creator should be vegan. She wound up even calling out Mr. Beast for eating a pizza.
Is that vegan cheese? Is that a vegan hot dog? Is it made with vegan milk? Mr. Beast.
All right, now you're being annoying too, yeah.
Unfortunately, you failed this assignment.
Yeah, it stopped making sense a long time ago. And between the declining audience and her accounts constantly getting banned because of her offensive content, let's go! Her downfall was kind
of... Nigga was celebrating, gang. He was praying for her downfall, and he succeeded, man. Had to do a little victory lap. That shit funny.
And when looking at her YouTube account, you can see how true this is. With her account in the past, being able to pull millions of views very easily. But nowadays, that same account barely able to pull over 20,000 views. So the question is, where is that vegan teacher today? And well, although she doesn't post as much, she's still in the same exact spot, never really evolving her content into anything more. And besides the random nostalgic posts someone may do on TikTok, everyone on the internet has pretty much moved on from that vegan teacher and has completely written her off as an attention-seeking LARPing vegan who somehow done more damage to the vegan PR than anyone ever had.
That's unfortunate, man. Hey, that's why you shouldn't rage bait. Make good content, people will love you. Hey, don't feel bad for her at all, though. Anyway, Sketchy Stay Fly, we out. All right. I'm out of here, bro. I'm out of here, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired of shit. Yo, them confessions take a lot out of me, bro. Fuck, I'm tired. All right, man. YouTube, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you want to see the outro, tap into the Twitch live. The link is on the pinned. Blah, 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 blah. And you get to see the outro through there. Appreciate y'all boys, man. And for Twitch,